Hi everybody. Hey, so I just got back from taking my kids to school, and I was thinking about a few things, and I wanted to share an experience that I had the other day, and I kind of feel like maybe God is reaching out to somebody else, because I don't think it was meant just for me. So the other day I had to take my daughter to the doctor to get some blood work done, and she did not know that she was having blood work done. I told her that she had to go to an appointment and that it would be quick, which normally it is when you get labs done. She was okay, and then when we got there, as soon as she figured out that it was blood work, she had a total meltdown. Because she's terrified of needles. And you know, part of me wanted to tell her, but part of me knew that there was no way that I could have gotten her into the van or into the building had she known. So I was trying to, I guess, shorten the duration of her anxiety and her fear and the whole emotional breakdown that happened, and I knew it would happen. So anyways, when we got there, there was only one nurse there, so they didn't have somebody else to help restrain her, so she said that I was going to have to do it. And this was some really needed blood work and labs that, I mean, we have a lot going on right now with her Lyme and different things, and so we really needed to get it done. So we were there, and I had kept her off of all of her supplements and everything she's been taking to do this lab work, so that added an extra layer of difficulty too. So we get there, and she figures out that she's getting lab work done. The lady has a needle, and she totally loses her mind. Like, it was awful. She's screaming, crying, terrified. I tried to talk her through it, but at the end of the day, it was mostly just, okay, I have to hold you, and we have to do this. And she was trying to kick, and so it was very difficult for me to hold her and restrain her. And I just kept like whispering to her. I'm like, hey, you know, like, you can do this. It's just gonna be quick, but you have to hold still. And I'm trying to like talk her through it and try to like calm her down. And she was fighting me and not hearing me and not listening, and just trying to get away from me, trying to get away from, you know, the lady with the needle, trying to just make it stop. And at one point, she was able to get the needle in, and she was able to start taking the blood. And I was whispering, and I was like trying to console her. And all of a sudden, at one point, she just let it go. Like, I could feel her body, which was super tense and super like trying to escape and just totally tensed up, to all of a sudden it just like melted in my arms. And her poor little heart rate was like going a mile a minute, and like she was shaking from the anxiety of the entire thing. And all of a sudden she just like melted in my arms and just stopped fighting. And I just kind of like whispered in her ear, like I was holding her like this, and I just kind of whispered in her ear, I'm like, it's okay, mommy's here, you know. And she kind of just accepted it, and she, like, I was able to embrace her. And when that happened, it was almost like God gave me a picture of Him holding me in that way. Because I think there's some times where we as adults especially, there are things, there are experiences that we want to run away from. And we want to, we don't want to happen. Maybe it's something that's terrifying. Maybe it's, you know, something that is painful. Maybe it's something that we feel is somebody else doing to us. And so we want to escape. We want to run. We want to fight. We want to just get the heck out of Dodge. And we get frustrated with God, I think, sometimes, because we're like, why are you holding me in this? I want to go. Why are you making me stay in this? And even more so, why didn't you give me a heads up? And why are you letting someone hurt me? Why are you letting me go through this? And so we fight and we fight and we fight. And meanwhile, God, our Father, is trying to hold us in that situation, not to hurt us and not to, make us have this anxiety and this, but because that experience in some way, somehow, somewhere down the line is going to enable some type of growth, be it enlightenment, like with my daughter's lab work. It's going to show us a whole big picture of her, and we're going to know where to go from here, and we're going to know, what to do based on what that shows us. That's going to tell us our next, our next route, I guess. And so sometimes God holds us in that just to hold us, because there's growth in it, and at some point after that there's going to be like this light bulb that goes on. There's going to be a fork in the road after it that we might not have come across prior to that. And I felt like in that moment with my daughter that God was saying, because I just wanted to like hold my daughter, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just want to hold your kids and you just want to like love on them real hard, and they're like, get away from me, you crazy woman. Like, I don't want to do this right now. Well, it was especially true in that moment because she wanted out of that building, and I was trying to just, like, she was in pain, and I knew she was in pain, and it was breaking my heart. Not pain, but emotional pain, anxiety, and it was breaking my heart, and I just wanted to like embrace her, but I couldn't embrace her. I had to like hold her, and it was different. And so when she finally just melted and accepted, okay, this is happening, she's kind of melted in my arms, and I feel like that's what God wants us to do. Like sometimes he's holding us in a situation or an experience that we hate and we want out of, and God is saying, I want to embrace you in this. Just let go, just melt in my arms, and just accept what's happening, because I'm here and I'm not going to let you go, and it's going to be okay. And you can't understand it right now, but this is going to be part of some bigger plan and part of some healing down the line. And man, it was powerful for me the other day, because I've been there, like my daughter. I'm like, I want out of this. I just don't want to deal with this anymore. Please, just why are you holding me in this? And he really spoke powerfully the other day when I was holding my daughter, that he wants to not just hold me in this, he wants to embrace me, and he wants me to just let go, just surrender it and just let go and be in his arms like a child in the arms of her father. And I'm kicking and screaming and carrying on like a 2-year-old. So I don't know if there's anybody else out there that gets what I'm saying, and I'm probably not saying it as clearly as I felt it the other day, but if you get it, then I'm glad you get it. God, your Father, is holding you and wants to embrace you, and he wants you just to let him. So I don't know, it was a real blessing for me. It was a really terrible moment for my daughter, but I felt very blessed in that moment. And so I hope you guys are blessed today too. I hope everybody who is being held in something painful or hard, I hope you feel the embrace of God the Father today, and I hope it enables you to kind of let go and melt in his arms. So, all right, have a good day today, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.